touchy topic. It's gonna be for start off. Welcome to episode 2 of Tay Talks. The subject I'm gonna talk about right now is very touchy. A lot of people don't want to discuss it, but I feel like I have a very diverse background with different races, so I'm gonna talk about it. And the topic is gonna be race. Race relations is important, especially in today's society. You see recently the attack on the capitals, the election, like just different things. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the most important part of racial relations is that it's a lot of misunderstanding in both communities. Like you generally hang with people that look like you, do similar things to you, act like you. You know, so a lot of black people hang with black people, a lot of white people hang with white people, but you don't intermix a lot. In high school, I played baseball, I played football, so I kind of got to intermix a lot, especially in baseball. So you learn a lot about people. And I think that a lot of stereotypes from both sides, black and white, come from older generations who dealt with racism, passing it down to their kids because they don't usually integrate with different races, so they don't know better. You know what I'm saying? And ignorance is not an excuse, but it is what it is. We all know. But I think for us to solve race relations, a lot of things gotta happen. We gotta take accountability and say that there's race problems. I think we gotta learn how to, communicate with everybody. I think we gotta learn how to just admit that what the problem is, and just admit that we need to figure out how to do it, and not have people ignore that problem. You know what I mean? I think that 2020 has showed us a lot about people. Like some people just do not care. I think that in the world's changing. If you look at how many mixed kids there are, you know what I'm saying, and like the growing different ethnicity groups, like the world's changing, and we have to change. If we don't change, it's going to be a problem. I think we're moving toward the right directions, but it's going to be a problem if we don't change our mindset. Both sides. I think that white people have to be able to admit that there's a problem and they need to be fixed. I think black people need to be open to listening to white people and explaining to them that there is a problem, like what the problem is, instead of just saying, oh, they're not going to do that, they're going to do this and they don't care. Tell them the problem. We shouldn't have to tell them the problem, but we have to tell them the problem because a lot of them just don't understand. And I've met this person. I've had teammates that they don't do anything racist, but you know what I'm saying. But we had these talks that kind of helped me, and I've dealt with different people, different races that they'll say what they say, and they didn't understand maybe like how that affected them because they never hung around black people, or or vice versa. Because because we can all say things that hurt people, but you know what I'm saying. Get you a group. You just gotta get you a group of people, white, black, Mexican, Chinese, and whatever. And if you discuss like what bothers them, you can really open your mind to new things. And you gotta be very open minded with this subject. You can't be like, oh, well, LeBron James was a millionaire, Oprah's a billionaire, Tiger Woods a billionaire, so y'all are not. That's only 1% of the 1% of our population that is successful. Like, we're not all rich. Like, there's a lot of things going on. Like, in racial relations, it's not just, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a whole lot of things. The wealth gap, you know what I'm saying, the you know what I'm saying, black women in the medical field. Like, there's just a lot of different things that's got to be addressed in this country during racial relations. Like, do I have all the answers? No, I'm only 22. There's no way I can have all the answers. But I've talked to enough people to know like some of the major problems. Do I know how to fix it? If I knew how to fix it, I probably wouldn't Nobel Peace Prize. That's why I don't. But I can give you my perspective on whatever you want to know, and you know what I'm saying. We can work on it. We don't. Everybody don't know everything, and one person don't know everything. But if we come together as a group, we'll figure it out. I got faith in us.